Hello everyone again. Sorry I didn't go out to shoot. There was no chance. Outside is full of smoke and haze. There are a lot of fires happening here around the ACT. And so what I did was I stripped it down, the A22R. So I was trying to find how it works. From my understanding, this actually works like a pistol. So this block, it's actually made of stainless steel. It's really well made. I thought it was aluminium from outside. I thought it was just a piece of aluminium shit, but it's actually a solid steel, like stainless steel, and well polished and well milled out. And so you see, this is the firing pin. So it's basically acting like a pistol. See, that's where the pin comes, and the striker hammer just hits this pin and make it strike. And now it's this thing, how it works, how it's like moving. This is from my understanding. Sorry, I'm not a professional. I've never seen a semi-auto A22, but what I can see here is you see, this is the striker hammer. So basically, when you pull the trigger, this hammer will hit the firing pin. Sorry, I just see, that's how it works. And when it's blowing back, it's basically blowing into here, blowing this thing back. And when it hits the latched, you see, there are a couple of things, the groove, and here is also a couple of grooves. So it's acting as a latched. And then recocking the firing, the hammer. And when it's locked, so you have to release both sides, not only the front but the back. So this is very similar to the slider lock on the pistol, but it's not connecting to the it's not irrelevant to the magazine. So like if there is a round inside. So this is similar to a slide lock. And when you pull the lever, release both front and the back released to release this this bolt to the front. So the front side was locked by this little thing onto the slot here. You can see this little slot. The back is locked by that latched. And I have a couple of friends, we were just visited me, and we were talking about this thing. See if there is any chance that these things can be modified. So it's basically very hard. Let me show you why. Because people are saying that if you put a tie, like a cable tie or something here to hold it, will that work? No, it won't, because it basically locks the hammer. So what they are saying is that if there is any chance to modify this without damaging it, so without being found, without being spotted, we were just talking, we were not doing anything, of course. So when you're pulling it, it wouldn't allow you to fire, so you can't fire it, because at the same time of releasing the slide, or we would say slide or the bolt, it's locking itself. So only if you release this, and then you can pull the trigger. So it's not easy to modify these things, unless you buy the whole assembly from United States or something. But still, you have a latched. I don't know what's the A22, the real A22 like, but it probably wouldn't have the. You can't modify it without damaging those parts. So it's not an easy thing, and it's illegal, so don't do it. I just opened it and curious about how it works. Another thing is that this thing is actually made of polymer. This thing is exceeding my expectations. It's really well made, this little block. But this part, it's so cheaply made. You're basically paying $800 for a really cheap material. This is the whole frame, the housing is made of polymer, and just with pins and stuff, and this is the trigger spring. So when you pull, you can release. You can change to a lighter spring to reduce the trigger pull force. That's probably it. The thing. And another thing is this barrel. I've heard lots of news of information about these barrels. They are like buttered or something. So it's not drilled. So when they are coming out of factory, barrel factory, they were a bit bent, and so people workers in Savage like try to straighten them. So I wouldn't expect this barrel to be anywhere close to a hammer forged barrel or a drilled barrel. So these probably wouldn't be as good, but they should function alright because it's semi-auto. So the advantage is shooting speed and also the different kind of style you're enjoying. But accuracy point of view, I wouldn't expect much. I will see how it goes in the next few days when I get a chance to try this rifle. Another thing which I don't like that much is these. They are quite. You can see these two mounts. They are weaver mounts, like a Picatinny reel, but you see it's not compatible to many brands. Like it's really long. See, you don't have many choices. You can see, for example, this scope. It wouldn't even fit. This is a Russian scope, and then it's this. Nikon is fitting, but still, like some of the brands wouldn't fit. So if I were the Savage, I would put this one a bit longer or something, so I can have a couple of different options to put different scopes on. But tomorrow I'll probably put a red dot on it. This thing is quite well made. Look at it. Quite complicated to mill out. The making is not bad for this part. So the Savage, good and bad.